He has no adult in his life anymore. And right now, that doesn't even matter, because he doesn't even have the option or chance to go through these emotions. The mystery boy is here, and he is being ominous. His name is Megumi Fujigoro. Now, this panel in the manga is far more impactful, once again, than in the anime. When reading manga, you're far more likely to linger on a panel, but you don't have that option while watching a show. See, you can look at this image, and because you're able to stay as long as you want, it's more impactful than in the anime, where it's there for about 2 seconds and it immediately brightens up Fujigoro's face and diffuses the tension. Megumi desperately wants to know what Itadori has done with this story's MacGuffin, a cursed object known as a Finger of Sukuna. A MacGuffin is usually a magical object of some sort, or simply a plot device used to put the characters into motion. A perfect example of a MacGuffin are the Dragon Balls. If it wasn't for the Dragon Balls, Goku would be sitting out in the woods and would have never really come into contact with other people. Thus, the Dragon Ball story would have never happened without the Dragon Balls. There's a reason why it's on the title, and this story has its own MacGuffin, which is the Sukuna Finger. And this MacGuffin is particularly dangerous in the realm of cursed energy. Then we get an info dump that, in essence, says people have negative emotions, and those negative emotions can turn into curses, which are mystical beasts that most people can't see. And this cursed artifact attracts them, so it's really important that Fujigoro knows where it is. Itadori has left it with his friends back at school, and Megumi lets him know that they're probably going to die. And thus the inciting incident that I knew was coming, and a pretty creative way to bring it about using a MacGuffin. The only thing I don't like about this setup is the fact that it wasn't established prior. The object of the Sukuna Finger has not been mentioned at all to this point. In storytelling, I think it's really important to show and don't tell. I feel like the pieces should be in place there for the reader to figure it out, because at the end of the day, they're not going to know they're right until it happens. That being said, I actually really enjoyed the fact that there was these two storylines. One, expressing and expanding the world through the introduction of curses and a mystery side plot. And then we're introduced to the wholesome character of Itadori, who has just gone through some form of loss, which is probably going to end up being his motive to continue to go forward.